Your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolfe.
It was another warm day across the state line today, downright hot even, I may add. Some spots getting close to 90 degrees. We got to 89 in Rockford for the afternoon high, 88 in DeKalb and in Rochelle, as well as in Savannah. 90 degrees we did reach there in Janesville, 81 out in Galena, where we held on to a little bit more cloud cover throughout the majority of the day, limiting how much they warmed for the afternoon. That was all with a bit more moisture that we actually saw produce a few rain showers closer to the Quad Cities, but all of that remained out to our west and southwest of the state line. So while we didn't see any rain, some spots actually did see some across far eastern Iowa. We can see where that moisture was at when we look with a map of our water vapor in the upper levels of our atmosphere. This is a pretty good idea to display of where we have really moist air and where we have really dry air. We see some of that moisture, especially near and just to the west of some of the state line areas, including some of those showers and thunderstorms that went off earlier this evening. But back behind it, we have a lot of this dry air pushing in from portions of Ohio into Indiana, and that is where we're going to see a lot more of that dry air coming from as we head into early next week, which will then cut off our rain chances, allowing for another dry stretch to build in. In the short term, we still do have some of that moisture overhead, which has kept our cloud cover a little bit thicker. We're seeing that right now with our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera overlooking downtown Rockford on the Supply Corps building. That's brought to us by Window World. As temperatures will gradually fall through the night tonight, we're already sitting in the low 70s for many of us. We're sitting at 72 in Freeport, 71 in Sterling, 72 also in Savannah, still 74 though in Rockford, 70 in Janesville, 68 in Rochelle, 69 the current temperature in DeKalb. We also see some of that gradual clearing with a couple of spots, so we will hold on to at least a little bit of cloud cover through the majority of the night. Mostly cloudy skies as temperatures therefore will only fall through the 60s and into the low and mid 60s for the overnight hours tonight. That starts off our day tomorrow with a bit more cloud cover. Therefore, we still see temperatures though that will rise, getting back up to 88 degrees. A very similar day actually to where we were today, underneath partly cloudy skies for the afternoon. Another warm and dry day. We do have a very small chance for some rain early on, but not looking very much in the way of meaningful rain. I say meaningful rain is where we normally have rainfall amounts of 1/4 of an inch or more, and we haven't had one of those in quite a while. We can go back and actually look at how this factors in with our seasonal totals as well. So far in the month of September, we've only seen a trace amount of rain. That's actually almost 2 inches shy from where we normally would expect to see our rainfall through today's date, 1.81 inches of rain. Going back to August, we were also about 2 inches shy for our total rainfall deficit. And in the month of June, 3/4 of an inch of rain shy. The only outlier to that was in July, where we had multiple rounds of heavier rainstorms that moved through, especially during the middle of the month, which did add up to a lot of that. But all of this factored together, we're still shy by about 1/2 of an inch going all the way back to June 1st. What little rain chances we have left in the forecast will not add much to our deficit that we continue to build up. We have a very slim chance for a few very isolated showers tomorrow afternoon, but most of that remains in eastern Iowa. Locally here, I do hold on to another dry forecast for tomorrow afternoon, and then that drier air pushes in, clearing out our skies as we head through Monday and going into Tuesday. Looking long term, not looking much better for our total rainfall either. This map takes us all the way out through the end of next week, going into Friday, and it predicts almost no rainfall in a pretty broad area. That includes all of the state line and even parts of far eastern Iowa there as well. That dry forecast also going to be coming with some warmer temperatures as well. We're going to see afternoon highs in the 80s. 88 again for Sunday, and for Monday, we still see overnight lows down in the 60s, at least for a couple of nights, but with that drier air and some clearing overnight, I think some spots may drop into the upper 50s for a couple of those nights, but afternoon highs really staying above average with that dry pattern holding strong until we get to the end of next week.